First pitch coming at you right after the break. Welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show brings you the National League Wildcard Series. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates going up against the Cincinnati Reds. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And we're just about set to get this Wildcard Series underway, Singy. Game one has outsized importance in a three-game set.
Yeah, Boog, it's a huge game. There's no doubt about it. Guys are always talking about setting the tone in game one of a series. Well, in a three-game series, that might be the only tone that gets set. So this is no ordinary series opener.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to roll here. And today on the hill, Hunter Green.
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Now at the plate, Shepard.
Tonight for Pittsburgh, the third baseman, number 47.
The pitch. And the right-hander deals.
Ball.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. That one not close. 2-2.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
And a pitch. Goes down looking for the strikeout. He's got to be frustrated with that call. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expand a little bit with two strikes.
Here's Andrew McCutchen to hit. And that's in there for strike one. One down, base is empty. And now it's even up. The 1-1 is fouled off.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Swings and misses. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike three.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Brian Reynolds here. Just missed. Two outs, base is empty. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Steer snags it, and that is that. Down in order go the Pirates. And now the Reds will get their first opportunity. No score. This is the National League Wildcard Series on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And today's starter, Mitch Keller.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. In now for the Reds, Ellie De La Cruz. And that is in for a strike. 0-1.
So here's a fun note on Ellie. He became the youngest player in high A ball to homer from both sides of the plate in the same game, and it gets better. He did it again 2 games later. Those are the type of games that tend to get you promoted in the minors.
That's off the mark, and now it's even 1-1.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Kicks and deals.
Nope, that's inside.
And that one a little below the knees. And that's ball 3. The wide to kick the pitch. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
And now the right fielder, Will Benson. And first offering is fouled off. Keller certainly has electric stuff, considered by many to be a strikeout pitcher. He might not be at the top level in that category, but strikeout's a big part of his game. And it's even up.
And he doesn't beat himself. I mean, he's going to throw strikes. He's not going to issue many free passes, and he's going to keep the ball in the ballpark.
Here comes a pitch. Well struck right field. McCutchen going back. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch. Here's the lineup for the Reds. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Spencer Steer, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
So when you look at that, she's not completely preventing guys from hitting home runs, but she's so consistent that you look up, by the time she gives the ball over, it's the 6th or 7th inning, and there's 1 or 2 runs on the board at most.
And another ball. And that clips the inside corner.
Throughout history, the fastball down has been the most successful pitch. Guys can handle a little bit better these days, but they, of course, still prefer something belt high.
Two outs. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Reds turned away first time through. Second inning upcoming from Cincy. We're scoreless on the show. New inning getting started. At the plate for Pittsburgh, O'Neal Cruz. This park is absolutely electric for this game. Such a great postseason atmosphere. That just misses. Ball 1.
Nothing like the drama you get in the postseason, Boog. Love being a part of these games.
Off the mark there. 2-0. And misses inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I'll tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
Downstairs, and it misses ball 4.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
And here is C.J. Cron. That's outside. Ball one.
A lot of pitchers have caught on to how good he is hitting the first pitch. Smart to avoid the zone right there.
Kicks and fires.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there. And that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans, they're all going to appreciate you. Ed Drummond, he's that kind of umpire. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Liover Peguero, the next Pirate to hit. And that is cut on and missed. And it's 0-1. The Pirates looking to strike first here in game one. And it's 1-1. Fly ball down the line. Benson sizing this one up. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he moves up 90 feet. Runners at the corners now. 1 away. Two on, 1 out. Henry Davis now at the plate.
This at bat might not seem like a huge deal right now, but baseball is a game of moments, and what happens here could change everything.
First pitch misses.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
The pitch. And a count 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Two on, 1 out. And just misses with that one.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Hard hit, right side. On to second, they get one. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Well, the second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes the play. They get out of a jam, and they end the inning.
Bottom half of inning number 2. Now the Reds cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. And the pitch. Fastball for a strike. Keller, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a cutter, a sinker, a slurve, and he occasionally uses a curve. Now 1-1. And that's in there at the knees. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And one gone. Next for Cincinnati, Matt McClain. That one fouled off. One out, base is empty. That clips the corner. That one missed.
It's a good take.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
got him swinging.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boo. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
Now batting Jamer Candelario. Lifted in the air, right center field. Sizes this one up. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Offense held in check there. We played 2 full. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. The batter now, Jack Sawinski. Green back to work. That one clips the outside corner. It's 0-1. Just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Left-hand hitter waits. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Mitch Keller. Swing and a base hit. So that will bring up the top of the order with 1 away.
Waste no time there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field.
And now the Pirates leadoff man, Shepard. First pitch, and he just misses.
The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
The 1-1. And there's a foul ball. And another ball. And a swing and a miss. And there are 2 outs.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
So digging in, Andrew McCutchen. He's 0 for 1. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in Game 1 of the Wild Card Series. Next offering is in for a strike. And that's a strike. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. And that gives them a lead. It's 2-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So 2 down. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Brian Reynolds. Right through there for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball there. And down on strikes. And that is that. But two come across to score in the inning courtesy of this two-run homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. And we're back, set for the bottom of the third, and ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Tyler Stevenson. And the right-hander back to work. And a foul ball.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And a ground ball to first, and it stays fair. And that rolls into the corner. Now he'll turn for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
He definitely laid on that pitch, but he didn't get beat. He got the bat on plane and just kept his hands tight to shoot it down the first base line for the knock.
So up next, Christian Encarnacion Strand. That one way outside, and that's ball one.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Man at second, just off the outside edge. Now 2-0. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Swung on, belted. That's back there. Out of here. A two-run homer, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 2-2.
This game is breathing new life thanks to that home run, and that's exactly what they needed. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Hunter Green stands in now and watches strike one.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in game one of this three-game set.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed or away.
Reynolds gets under it. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting, shortstop, Ellie.
Back to the top of the lineup. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. Led off the game with a strikeout.
The Reds signed Ellie in 2018, but it took a few years for him to stand out in their minor league system. In 2021, he went from an unranked prospect to a player on a fast track to the majors. Few scouts out there believe a growth spurt helped change Ellie's entire career.
In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. A gigantic blast. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 3-2. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Now the number 2 hitter, Will Benson. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. One down, base is empty. And that one upstairs. Keller, maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Already 3 runs across in the frame here in the last half of the 3rd. And there's the automatic. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
No, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Bangs off the wall. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
1 down. In now for the Reds, Spencer Steer. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. In there at the knees. That's strike 1. Righty delivers. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Struck him out swinging. Had him way out front of the slur.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. Fought off foul. Benson stands at second with 2 gone. In the air to left center. Sawinski sizing this one up. And that ends the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Game 1 of this wild card series. Here's O'Neal Cruz. The wind of the pitch.
So O'Neal Cruz is named after Paul O'Neal. That was his father's idol in baseball, so he named his son O'Neal. In 2022, they finally met each other when the Pirates played the Yankees in New York, and I'm sure that was a moment that O'Neal Cruz will never forget.
And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Hard hit, left field, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
C.J. Cron, the next to hit. And the first offering is not close. And the righty deals. And strike two.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
The pitch. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Right-hander kicks, deals, gets a piece, and stays alive. At the belt and fires. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Got him. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Well, he throws him with the changeup right there, and I think he was so geared up for fastball. Once he recognized that it was off speed, he just wasn't able to make an adjustment. So a really good strikeout, and pitcher just won the battle.
And here is Liover Peguero.
Oh, that's out.
And that's outside, and that's ball one. Green picks to first. Cruz back easily. Swings through that one out in front that time.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering is downstairs. Wouldn't chase that time. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
And there's ball 4. So first and second with one gone. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Henry Davis. He's 0 for 1. Fouled off. He was late. One out. Runners at first and second. Fastball for a strike. Got him. Now 2 out. So first and second with 2 outs. Here's the center fielder, Jack Sawinski. First pitch misses. Cruz at second. Peguero at first. 2 out of the inning. And he takes a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That clips the inside corner for a strike.
A little frustrated with the strike zone.
Here's a 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. And another ball. Here's a 2-2.
3-2.
Mitch Keller waits on deck for Pittsburgh. Swing and a miss, and that is that.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Ready to go, bottom four. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Matt McClain. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Pitch misses there, and that is ball one.
Well, these Reds showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Next offering is in for a strike.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
That misses. Now 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And there's one down. Jeimer Candelario, the next to hit for the Reds. Flied to right his first time. And a good eye there.
Ball 1, no strike.
And it's fouled away. One down, base is empty. That one a little bit high, and it's 2-1. Just missed.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Righty to the plate. That one is absolutely belted. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Stepping in, Tyler Stevenson. Swing and a miss, strike one. That's a strike, and the count is 0-2. Cut on and miss, struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. Christian Encarnacion Strand, the next to hit for the Reds. He's already homered here in this one. He gets the intentional walk here, and now will force at any base with 2 gone.
The pitcher, number 21.
First and second, 2 down. Hunter Green, the next to hit for the Reds. And that curveball drops in there for a strike. Two on, 2 outs. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field, headed for the plate. Now he launches a throw over his head. Go ahead, Sing. You say it. Helps his cause.
Helps his cause. Get that guy a jacket. He might be standing out there for a little while.
So back to the top of the Reds lineup. Next for Cincinnati, Ellie De La Cruz. Pulls out one foul. First and second, 2 down. And a base hit. Around third. He'll score, and they lead by 3.
Back-to-back base hits. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
In now for the Reds, Will Benson. 1 for 2. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Green on second. De La Cruz on at first with 2 down. That one's upstairs, ball 1. And the count is 1-1.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
In the air, left field. And that is foul. Got him. Good job at damage control right there. They put 2 on the board on 3 hits. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Reds 5 and the Pirates 2. All set for the start of the inning. And now the pitcher, Mitch Keller.
Leading off for the Pirates, the pitcher.
There's a good feel in the ballpark, and that's what you expect when the home side has the lead in game 1. This energy is going to keep building with every out.
There's a strike. The Cincinnati bullpen has some movement. T.J. Antone loosening up for manager David Bell. Sims getting cranked up as well. That misses the zone. Going to count 1 and 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Shepard, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at-bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A massive home run. And they cut into the deficit. It's 5-3.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Andrew McCutchen. And that's through there for a strike. McCutchen, 38 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. The Reds leading by 2, and we're at the top of the 5th. Good eye in that spot. Late on that fastball.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Reynolds stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
1-0.
Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1.
He got away with 1 there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
2 outs. And another ball. On the ground. Jump throw. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Bucks draw a bit closer on this long ball. It's now a 5-3 ball game. Back here at Great American Ballpark, and now the center fielder, Spencer Steer. The right-hander back to work. And that's in for a strike. Bullpen action for the Pirates. Aroldis Chapman loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Holderman, the right-hander, loosening up as well. That one finds the zone. 0-2 now.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
3rd time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Hernandez in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. On the inside corner for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Upstairs. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there, and just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel, make sure you recognize it, try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
Hit hard, base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Oh, look at the stop. To his knee, the throw, and they get the out.
That was a great job of doing the math. He had the perfect angle, diving stop, completes the play, and that ends the inning.
We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, T.J. Antone.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of them right here to get some critical outs.
And the batter will be the shortstop, O'Neal Cruz. The pitch. Hit hard on the ground to short. Whips it across. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Now batting, the first baseman,
C.J. Cron, the next Pirate to hit. Big swing and a miss. Activity in the bullpen for the Reds. Emilio Pagan up and throwing. One down, base is empty. Line drive. Could be extra bases. And that's going to get into the corner. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. They'll throw in safely. It's a double and his second hit.
He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
One out, runner at second. Here's the second baseman, Liover Peguero. That's in for a strike. And he deals. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
On the ground, right side. Finds its way through, base hit. Into third now. So runners at the corners and one out.
now batting.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
One away, runners at first and third. Henry Davis will hit next. Double play ball to second. Tags the runner. And that's 2. So it's no runs on 2 hits. No errors and 1 left. 7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. It's the Reds 5 and the Pirates 3. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Colin Holderman.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's the catcher to hit, Tyler Stevenson.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And here it comes. That clips the corner. Activity in Pittsburgh's bullpen. Aroldis Chapman, the veteran southpaw, is getting ready to come on if needed. Softly hit to third. Tosses to first. And a quick out, number 1.
The first baseman, number 33, Christian.
And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Christian Encarnacion Strand. His 2-run homer back into third was an important swing of the bat in this one.
Yeah, there's no doubt he helped set the tone fairly early, and certainly part of the reason why they've got the lead right now.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. That breaking ball is in for a strike, and quickly it is 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Had him out front for strike 3.
Well, you rarely ever see 3 curveballs in a row because that's one of those pitches that's most effective when you haven't seen it recently. You might see 3 sliders in a row, but right there, he was feeling that curveball and figured he could finish with that pitch.
In there, and it's 0-1. Way inside, gets out of the way. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Off the plate inside, and it's 2-1. Next offering misses down and away.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
2 down, nobody on. And down on strikes he goes. And the Reds go 1-2-3. Reds go down quietly. And it remains 5-3. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Lucas Sims. He has a great slider with tons of movement. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Jack Sawinski, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. The pitch. Way outside, 1-0. And a pitch. And now 2-0.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. And a pitch. That one to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
The bat, the pitcher.
Derek Shelton bringing a bat off the bench now. Number 19.
Pretty surprised they're going with a pitcher off the bench here, Boog. I mean, they must be trying to save what they have left in terms of position players for later or something.
And he swings and misses, and it's nothing in wrong.
0-1's the count.
One down, base is empty. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 2. Slider misses outside. The Pirates trailing by 2 here in the late stages of game 1. And now 2-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
So 2 down now, and here is Shepard. He's already homered in this game. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Benson puts it away, and that'll do it. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Aroldis Chapman.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now it's going to be Ellie De La Cruz.
The shortstop.
Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. As the lefty gets to work, fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Here comes a pitch. The shortstop takes the ball. Kicks and fires. There's a swing and a drive. And that one hops the wall. It's a double. Third hit of the ninth one.
Having a really nice game here. That's his second extra base hit. Put a really beautiful swing on that pitch right there. Just didn't quite have the combination of launch angle and exit velocity to drive it over the wall. But when you can beat a center fielder like that, you know you hit it well.
So a man aboard, Will Benson, the next to hit for the Reds. 1 for 3. Swinging a foul straight back. No outs. Runner on second. And that one fouled off. Chapman, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. And now the lefty got it by him for the K.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Steer in the box here lets that one go for a ball. One out and a runner at second. Here the bottom of the seventh. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Man at second. And another ball.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Kicks and deals. Outside. And the count's full. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight. So back-to-back strikeouts now, and they still haven't managed to do anything with the leadoff double.
Yeah, Boog, and you just don't want to get careless here. You've done a really good job to get 2 outs after that leadoff double, as you mentioned, and just got to execute your pitches, and it's a non-issue.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-1's the count.
Just missed. De La Cruz on at second with 2 down. And that one is lifted in the air. Moving under this one. Hauls it in to end the inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Alexis Diaz.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Now here is Andrew McCutchen. And the pitch. That one fouled off. That's in there. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Here's the left fielder, Brian Reynolds. There's the strike, 95 of that one. Diaz, 28 years old, and he was born in Puerto Rico. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. That is strike two. And the pitch. Not close with that one. And the count 1-2.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
The pitch. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And there's two down.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Cruz stands in here, takes ball one low. That one finds the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. Two outs. In there at the knees for a strike.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Got him looking. And the Pirates go 1-2-3. Bucks go down quietly. They're still down 5-3. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. James Karinchak. Matt McClain digs in now.
The second baseman.
And he deals. That one misses. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Fastball almost got him there.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Two 2-0 the count. Here it comes. That's towards center. Under it. He makes the grab. And there's one down.
Now batting, the third baseman, Jamer.
And the batter now, Jamer Candelario. Just missed. Movement in the bullpen. David Bednar getting ready to go. The pitch. Right through there for a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And the righty deals. Got him swinging. Had him out front for strike 3.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Stevenson at the plate now. That's ball 1.
Count 1-0.
There's a strike. 95 of that one. 2 down, nobody on. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. McCutchen tracks it down for the out. A discussion happening at home plate now, and I think they're making a double switch. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Sam Moll.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Number 16. Nick.
C.J. Cron getting ready to hit.
Leading off to the Pirates, the first baseman, C.J. Cron.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
There's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And 1-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Wouldn't chase that time.
2-2 now.
And a swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Liover Peguero, the next Pirate to hit. That clips the zone, and that is strike 1. The Pirates down by a pair here at the top of the 9th. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. On the ground to the left. Gets it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, here we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Last chance now for the Pirates. Henry Davis, the next Pirate to hit. He swings and fouls one off. Bounce to the right side, and he grabs it foul. The Pirates down to their final strike. Pitch in the dirt. Now 1-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there, down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
Pinch hitter coming on, Key Brian Hayes. The runner on first with 2 gone for him. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 1.
No strike.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. And he makes the catch. Ball game, and the Reds take the series opener here at home. So the Cincinnati Reds off of the right foot here in this wild card series. They take game 1 in front of their home fans.
Yeah, and you could argue there's even more pressure on you as the home team in a 3-game series, but these fans definitely showed up for this one. They had an impact, Boog, and their guys took care of business.
And on the other side of things, it'll be an elimination game in this same atmosphere in game 2. So that will be quite a test to keep their season alive.
Yeah, no doubt.
Here's one final look at the line score from this one, Chris.
It was a close 2-run game, and a couple of key moments just really made the difference. Not much separates these two teams.
A 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Cincinnati Reds, 5 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 5 runners on base. For the Pirates, 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 7 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 59 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Great American Ballpark, 42,319. The Reds thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely.